Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system out.
My channel. In case you have not watched the other video, I explained this on it, so go back and watch it. So guys, in today's video I will be starting with, so guys, for the first thing we are going to be sewing the bust area, and we are going to be sewing a straight stitch from this point to this other point. So guys, you make sure you are notching this so you know where to end your stitches from, and I will just be sewing that. Over here I'll be leaving 1 centimeter, and I'll sew a straight stitch from here to there. So I'll run a straight stitch over here. So guys, I don't know if you can understand, but this is when I am done. I open a what I'm trying to do is create an opening at the front. So I'll be using one side of the fabric as my lining, then I will double stitch over that. So I'm just double stitching over that. Make sure you double stitch on the lining so that it becomes where. So I'm done double stitching on my lining, so I'm gonna push it out. There's 1 centimeter allowance I left open. I did not stitch that place because I'm going to be creating an opening where, like a loop, where my loop is going to pass through. So I'm gonna press this on my fabric, then I'll go over my sewing machine. So it's about 1 centimeter. So I'm going to take my other fabric, right, and put it in. So guys, I'm creating a channel whereby the strap is going to pass through, right, and I'm using 1 centimeter. If you can remember, I told you I was going to leave 1 centimeter before double stitching, right? So I'm going to be sewing on 1 centimeter so that my strap is going to be able to pass through it, and I'm also going to be leaving 1 centimeter at the bottom. Then so I'm done with the stitches, so I'm gonna trim what needs to be trimmed and make sure I place it very well. So this is the double stitching of the lining, and this is how it's going to look like. So you can see that the two bust is having an opening and channel whereby the strap is going to pass through. So I'll be taking my pattern 2 and pattern 3. I'll be sewing them together. So I'll be sewing them by half an inch. So you can see I'm done sewing the front pieces. So I will press this and I'll go on ahead to gather the two bust pattern. I'll gather it in a way, then I'll press this seam. I'll gather it from here to there. So I'm done gathering the bust. So I'm just going to place it down. So you can see that my opening is still there. So I will not be sewing the small part where I left open, and I'll just go over it and pin it over. So I'm done attaching the two busts. Right now I will be attaching the lining part. So I'll just go and attach the lining on it. You know, whatever we are sewing together, we're also sewing for the lining. So I'm just going to attach the lining over there. And for the back piece, I'll go ahead to put the dart on the back pieces. So to make the Indomie strap, I am using about 25 inches and 1 inches. Make it as tiny as possible. So I'm done I placed it there and I took it out because I'll be using it later on. So guys, to attach the back, you can see the back. I discovered that the back was too long, so I had to take about 2 inches out of the back, and I make it a straight line. So I took about 2 inches out of the back, right? I took about 2 inches. So if you discover your back is going to be long, you can also take it out. This pattern I'm showing you. So now my back pattern goes over to 13 and a half. So I'll be using 13 inches, right? But I'll just mark it down. Later on, I'll go ahead to sew the down part. So I make sure I'm having 13 inches all over the place. So I know that I'm dealing with a straight line, right? For this step, we'll be adding the first pattern. So when you take out 2 inches, you need to take out 2 inches in the front pattern too. So my front pattern was also long. So I want to place it at the middle with the iron seam. I will use it to place it at the middle. Then I place it at the middle. I make sure I take the lining out of it to enable me see what I was doing. So I place it over this way, and I will make sure that it's at the middle of my back pattern. The front pattern and the back pattern has to be in the middle. So I start to put my underbust measurement. With the cup you can tell your underbust measurement, and I'm using the iron seam to indicate my size of my bust. I divided my bust into two, and whatever I had, I put it there. Sometimes if you're using a stretching material for this pattern, it's going to come on nicely. So you are going to divide your measurement by 4, then put it over using the iron line. So make sure you pin it down. When you pin it down, it enable you to identify your. So I'll start by pinning my fabric. Make sure you're pinning it equally. So to start making your way through your measurement, you start by putting your upper bust. By the pattern of the dress, you could tell your under bust, which is where you are join your bust. So I'm just going to mark this place, and I'm going to be using my normal measurement, which is my measurement divided by 4. So you can see that I'm using my under bust measurement divided by 4, and whatever I gave me, I'm going to be putting it there. So for my waist is 6, and plusing that is going to be, so I'm just going to do that. So I went ahead to add my zipper. So I'm putting my zip at the side of the dress. Over the sleeve, I have cut out one part of the sleeve where I'm going to be using 2.5, then 1 inches. I'm just going to be cutting this out, and I measure it. You can see it's 2.5. So I've already attached my invisible zip. the clip was not added to this. For some reason it was lost. So this is me showing you how it is. You can see how straight it is. This is to show that your dress is going nicely. So so now I'm going to be cutting my sleeve. So you are going to fold your fabric into four different places and make sure you are using the middle part where you folded. So from the middle part, I'm going to be using 7 inches first, and I'll draw a straight line. So I'll come down by about 3.5 inches and 2 inches, then I'll connect it this way. So my sleeve is going to be a bell sleeve. So I'm just going to measure my 28 inches, which is my sleeve length. I'm going to measure my 28 inches. I'm going to be aiming the front, the up part and the bottom part of my sleeve. So I'm using 11 inches. I will connect it with my free hand, but I'm just connecting with my free hand, where you can use another method, which is using your elbow measurement. So I just went on to connect it with my free hand. So I'll explain the elbow method. We are going to measure your elbow, then you're going to put about, I think I used about, I measured my elbow round and I used about 6 inches. So I'm just going to connect that 6 inches. So this is it. You can see the difference, right? So this is going to bring out your, so this is going to bring out your bell sleeve. So I discovered I was not recording it at the right place. So I'm going to explain now. So now I'm going to explain better again. So now I will be dividing my elbow measurement by 2, which is 6. So my normal elbow measurement is, so then I'm going to connect it down to the curve. Then I'll connect the other one down to the length of the sleeve. So for this, I'll be coming up by 1 inches, which is over there. So I came up by 1 inches where I connected it. So this is the end of my sleeve. This is the drafting of my sleeve. So I'm just going to cut it off.
Go, yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way.
Hem the bottom of the sleeve where I'm going to put my elastic, and I'm also going to hem the sleeve. So make sure you are aiming your sleeve before you stitch it on your dress.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard.
So it's remaining to hem the button of our top, and you can see that I have attached my Indomie strap, and you can still see the excess elastic. I used a white elastic because I wanted to show you that I'm adding an elastic. So now to hem the button of your dress, your top, you are going to take at least about 1.5 inches over the side. So when you are done, I'm going to show you the next step. So I'm done. I took about 1.5 inches, and you can see my sleeve is making sense, right? I went on to press it. Why now? I'm just going to leave the excess elastic. I'm going to press this place. So now to attach your this, you can see I've sewn one side of my lining. So now I'm going to use this method. I'm going to be taking my fabric from inside with like this, and I will pinch it in a way. I'm going to pinch it that way, then I'm going to, sorry the camera was not, sorry guys, my video had to be cut short, so I could make a short video explaining the other part, but you have to show me that you're really watching this video by clicking on the like button and subscribing. So for this part of my dress where you see a bulky display parts, so I'm going to show you how to get rid of it. It was a mistake that I was not from the pattern, it was just mistake of the fabric. The fabric was a bit stretchy, and I'm not supposed to use that part of the stretchy part for the vertical place. So I'll explain in the short. Make sure you subscribe and share this video. Thanks for watching.